There's a Cosmo article that claims that women shouldn't and don't care about this one thing about men, and it's a red flag. Essentially, what it says is daters who swipe through the apps enough have dealt with enough men who start with or list in their profile how tall they are. Usually what men will do is if they are tall, they'll put it in the bio like prominently, or they'll just be like, hey, what's up? I'm 6'1" or 6'2" or whatever. And so this Cosmo article is interesting because what she says is what men are passively aggressively responding to is the belief that women will only date men of a certain height standard. This overgeneralization is widespread enough to be a mainstream talking point, but it's rooted in some incel-coded ethos lurking in darker corners of the internet. Quote, no one wants to meet a guy under 6 feet, quote, is no one wants to date a nice guy adjacent. One-line distillation of entitlement to women and sex that patriarchy promises straight men and their frustration when they can't cash that check. Now, do you want to hear some stats?
Yes, I'd love. Are we going in incel world?
No, we're not going into incel world.
I don't want to come. Okay.
So you don't have to deal with this. Steph, were you ever on the dating apps?
No, before I met my boyfriend,
who is like 7 feet.
He's 6'3" actually.
He is 6'3", okay.
Besides the point, I'm really short, so it doesn't really matter how tall anybody is.
So you
for
didn't
me.
care, right? That wasn't something that mattered to you?
Not so much. Like a lot of people are taller than me because I'm really short.
Well,
so
both
like,
of you.
I don't think I don't know.
It
Didn't really matter that much to me.
Right.
I don't think you would date a guy who's 5'4" though. I don't think you would.
I mean, Nick Jonas is like 5'5".
Okay,
and you would have dated that.
And I would have definitely dated Nick Jonas.
Yeah.
So
would have tapped that.
it really depends.
I have some friends who are like completely against it. They're like, anybody under like 5'8", like absolutely not.
Well, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Part of it's biological. Like part of it's that's just what women like.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because apparently only 14% of the population are over 6 feet tall.
What?
Yeah, that's what some of the studies suggest is that so first off, it already being tall and dating already makes you, it's like a Rolex category. Like only if a few percentage
Premium.
of people, 100%, right?
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of that. Now, so this woman is saying it's the patriarchy. It's the patriarchy that women only want tall guys. That's not true. 2014 study at a St. Andrews University in Scotland found that height appeared to be correlated with perception of masculinity. When it came to dating apps, one study found that men who said they were 6'3" or 6'4" got at least 60% more messages. This is before people were matching than 5'7" or 5'8". And on the they do say that on the plus side, shorter men actually live longer on average than taller.
Well, I was going to say, because the taller you are, the quicker you'll die. I don't think that
there
is
is
the saying, but
there is a man who tested this theory. He didn't change anything about his profile. Okay. He just changed his height. One day to the next, he got 9 messages in a day.
Interesting.
While over 60% of women are interested in dating men over 6 feet tall, only 15% are willing to date a man who's 5'8" or shorter.
I mean, I know that I'm not the best expert, but like when I used to sleep with men and date them.
You liked tall men.
No, I liked a shorter guy.
You liked a short king?
A short king. My long-term teenage boyfriend, Derek Jones. We love to talk about him. God bless him. It was his birthday the other day. He was like 5'6".
5'6"?
Yeah.
Really?
Another guy I slept with was like maybe shorter. I don't know. But he was like wonderful company.
So 60% of women on Bumble were willing to consider a man who was 6 feet tall. That number drops to 30% if you're 5'11" like I am. So if you're not, so what they're saying, and that's a study conducted by Bumble. And it's interesting because at a certain point, that's what you go, like, it's so interesting because I think people go in with these expectations, right? You go into the dating apps and you go, this is what I want, and I'm not settling for less.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you meet somebody and you vibe with them and you don't give a shit how tall they are.
Intentional dating.
And then all that goes out the window, right?
Intentional dating. These are my relationship ideals and I will not settle for less until you realize that like you're actually sometimes being way too rigid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, can I just side note, I find it really interesting that it depends on the episode that we're doing. when you decide to say that you're 6 foot versus
I am
5'11"?
5'11".
Because
I mean, that
Yeah.
one person did say I was 6 feet tall,
Well,
and I had my moment.
many
and that was
months
great.
ago, we won't go on about this, but you said that your doctor said that you were
The
6
doctor
feet.
did say I was 6 feet tall.
I haven't followed up on that though, have we?
Yeah, no,
Anyways,
I
but
am-
I digress.
I'm
I digress.
5'11".
All right, little fella, let's keep going. Okay.
On the opposite end, so again, 6 feet. If you're 5'8" or shorter, only 15% of women say that they're willing to date you. Now, again, that's single people who are not like, if you meet and you vibe, I don't think it
I don't
matters.
care about height.
But on the opposite end, men who are 6'5" met the height requirement of nearly 90% of women. So it's very interesting because she goes on to say, while it's fair to say women drew the short end of the stick when it comes to suffering through patriarchal beauty standards, the truth is that people of all genders do, including men. But the height standard to which women seem to feel subjected is not one that was devised by women themselves, but rather one imposed on us thanks to all the internalized patriarchal beliefs about men needing to be physically
I
superior
can't
to
figure out
women.
who this person is mad at in the article.
I can't tell
I
either.
can't. I'm losing the plot.
But that's why I thought it was so
Yeah.
interesting, because it was an article that like really bothered people.
Yeah.
And I think what it is that straight up, like it's like men liking big boobs. Oh, what a shock. Women like tall men. Oh, what a shock. Right? Like and yet men who, to a man, most straight men will enjoy a big pair of boobs, will date women with small boobs, and it's fine. And they don't care. It's so interesting because we all have these things, and then people internalize them. Like, I'll never get a date because I'm not 5'7" or 5'8" or above that, and that's just so not true.
It's like short man syndrome. It's like,
Yes.
and if you're looking for fuel to be angry about in the dating pool, you should probably take yourself out of that pool, because like maybe you need to date yourself for a while.
So here's my question to you, because I'm looking at this from like a straight guy's perspective.
Yeah.
Height has never been a problem for me. I've never cared. I don't know, man. Like I'm an average height guy. Like
Yeah.
this is 5'9" to 5'11" is about average, right?
Yeah.
So it was just never a thing that I thought about. Thankfully, I guess I have a big head. I don't know if woman has ever told me like, hey, I don't date guys with a massive head.
Beautiful, tall head. That's my man.
So in your world, Jax, in the gay world with the gays,
lesbian universe.
tell me what's the height or big boobs or big butt or whatever equivalent? Is there one for lesbians?
No, I think that there's just like certain styles for certain people. Like
You're telling me there's not one like there would be no statistical thing to back up most lesbians go for this, most lesbians go for that.
No, because I think it depends on your type. Like, are you looking for like, I mean, I don't necessarily believe in these certain like titles, but like more femme, more masc, more, you're looking for a switch, like certain types, I guess.
So you're saying is you guys are actually good to each other.
Yeah,
That's
we're
nice.
good to each other. We're also
That's
like,
really nice.
I don't know. And
heartwarming.
there's absolute like toxic selection and definitions going on in the queer like world, of course. But I think that it's a bit more fluid. Like I've dated short women. I've dated tall women. I have, I'm definitely probably into more feminine women, but like I also like appreciate a handsome, soft mask. Like, I don't know. It's
like a hey mama?
I mean, no. I mean, I
that's not for you.
Hey mamas are not for me. I fear them and I respect them. No, but hey mamas, like, they aren't my style. You love a hey mama.
You love that.
A hey mama would dom the shit out of you. Yeah, that's what they would do.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I thought it was really,
Once
really
again,
interesting.
bossed
Now,
around by somebody in a fitted cap.
What is Steph and Jax? What was when you were going in like and Jax? You could answer it from today, but like, what's your no, I won't do that. Like Steph, when you were dating, before you met your boyfriend, what was your thing where you were like, no, I'm not going to date someone who has X or who has Y or does X or who does Y? Like, what's a turnoff? What's a turnoff on a dating app?
Okay. Well, yeah. So on the dating apps, like I really didn't use dating apps before because it was like just starting, and then I guess I was just young and I was using it for like
this
fun.
hot, perfect man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've been together forever.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Physically, I have a weird thing about chin hair.
Really?
If it's just chin hair, like, and there's nothing else, like I
like okay, like
absolutely
I've got a little
not.
bit
Like you don't want a little goatee?
like I get
No.
oh, okay, so it's
Or
you're
it's
talking
like either like whatever
A
this
soul
is called-
patch?
a soul patch, or
Yuck.
like, or even just on your chin, like, and nothing else. It's just the chin hair. I don't know what it is. It's like absolutely.
I'm
not.
gonna grow my chin hair out for you. That's what I'm gonna do.
Jax, what's yours?
I mean, now it would be like if you're a heavy drinker, like I'd probably
Oh
be
yeah,
like,
that wouldn't work for you.
like if you're a messy girl, probably not down for that. Deal breaker would, like, are we talking like physical?
Anything. Somebody messages you on an app. What do you say? How do you know? I don't think I'm going to go for that.
Grammar for sure.
Interesting.
Grammar's a big deal.
See, that
Grammar's
is a good answer.
big deal breaker for me. Like if you're sliding in and it's like, yeah, no grammar.
Really?
Also, like I'm particular about emojis. Like if you're using
Really?
yucky, you know what I mean. Steph
Too
knows
many
what I mean.
emojis?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like-
no,
Like I
no.
think emojis are cute and like when used
You love
specifically.
using the moon face. I know that.
I love the moon face, and I use it too much. The moon face or the eyes. But yeah, if you got too many, like slow it down there, sister. I think it's just mostly about technology. If you're using an Android, maybe no. But yeah, I don't like.
That's interesting.
I don't like people who drink too much that use too many emojis. I guess. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's-
What about you when you were back in the day?
For me, it was physically, I'm pretty open. Like it was not like you kind of judge each book by, its cover, because that's what you're doing when you're looking at someone physically.
Yeah.
But for me, it was I needed somebody who had a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I needed somebody who was kind. And I know that sounds so lame.
No.
But that was my number one
Yes.
underline. Are you good to people?
Yes.
And not good to people when it suits you.
No.
You need to be good to people when it doesn't suit you.
Are you
And
baseline kind to people around you
100%.
at
'Cause
your worst?
I felt like you could always meet people who were nice.
Yeah.
Can you meet someone who's kind?
Yeah.
Genuinely kind.
Mhm.
Because that solves like 90% of our problems in a relationship.
It is as you get older too, it's the most important
So
thing.
key.
And it's
So
like,
key.
it's not just like doing it for your benefit. It's like being a decent, respectful, kind person
Yes.
is a beautiful foundation to have. And
Yeah.
it's really important.
It sounds lame, but
It is
actually
really, really important.
It's true.
And you found such a kind honey.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I found a good one. She's got a good sense of humor too.
Yeah.
We like to.
She's also beautiful.
We like to pop an edible and laugh at movies, and like that's what we do.
I
It's great.
love when the two of you have a couple edibles and hit the town. I've gone out with you, and all you do is giggle, and it's my favorite. You guys are my favorite couple.
Yeah,
my
we
favorite
giggle.
couple.
It's fun.